Hello and welcome. I am Josh from Homestead Imaginations, and today I am taking seeds that I germinated in to-go containers. Here's the lid for it, and you can see the seeds on top. And I'm going to be putting them into the trays here. Right here. There we go. So all these trays, I've got, I think it was like 12 or 13 onion seeds of the burgundy, all germinated, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the rhubarb germinated, and then so far one jalapeno pepper plant has germinated. So I'll try and get these. So a couple of these are pretty funny, of the rhubarb. So like these sprouted really quickly, and they already lost, like that's its seed shell. It's already completely out. You can see the leaves right there, and this one as well. So there's a couple that have already lost their shell. So I'm going to be doing transplanting those. But I'm going to start with the onions here first. So there we go. So I'm just going to take each of these and just pop it right into a cell. I think it might be easier just with my fingers. Trying to pinch that is pretty difficult. Try and get those to push down. That one barely germinated, but let's see that one. And so pretty excited. I had no luck with getting my onions to germinate at all last year, so having those germinate is awesome. So I'll actually get onions this year. So I had to change my plans last year of what I was going to put in the raised garden, the raised bed that I was building, and I ended up not even building one of them in time because I didn't get all the stuff I wanted to produce. So I just actually cut one of the plants out, and onions was one of them, and potatoes was the other thing that I was going to be putting in, and I ended up cutting that from my plan just because I didn't get enough things to germinate and enough plants. And then I also ran out of time. Like I put too much on the to-do list to try and get done. So those are all in. So yeah, so it's 12, 13, 14. So this is the mix here. So it's potting soil. I've already added water, a little too much water. This is pretty damp. I'll want to do a little bit better in the next mixture of this because I got quite a bit that I got to do. So it's a little bit wetter than it should be, but it'll be fine because it's going to go right into a grow lamp. And then I am going to, and it's good to add the water into your potting mix because the potting mix is so dry, and when you water it, it's just going to seep right through, and not much of it's actually going to hold the water. So it's actually good to soak it a little bit, and it takes a little bit. Like even with it being in water, it took a little while for it, not very long, just like a few minutes of like moving my hands around and getting the mix. It took a few minutes for it to finally absorb the water and not be like just puffs of dirt and going into the air, because it's so dry that when you're pouring it, you can just see the dust just flying out. So it's good to do that first. So then I've already kind of eyeballed these to put these in. Onions, onions need about 1/2 inch deep. So I actually probably didn't put these deep enough. I should have gone a little bit deeper, but we'll see how they turn out, and then I'll make notes and make adjustments for next year. So this year I'll actually have onions. The rhubarb, I didn't try and grow that before, as it is a perennial. Just hadn't gotten to it. I knew it was something that we wanted to add, and just hadn't gotten to it yet. So I got some seeds this year, and I have started those, and they'll be going in what I'm calling our food forest, which is going to be basically, it's a converted orchard. So that's where those will go. Get that patted down. Oh, that one didn't even have a seed. So I get this. So yeah, it's really wet, but it's going to dry out really well. I'm going to take some of this off, because I don't want these cells that aren't being used to make it look like there's anything in them. So there's those, and as soon as I'm done with this, they're going to go right downstairs, and they will go under the grow. I have a grow light down in the basement, right next to my furnace. Utilizing a furnace room for growing. So I'm going to clear some of that out, so that way I know which cells don't have anything in them. I'd already filled. Perfect. Alright, so that's that. Then I've got, because rhubarb, I looked it up, it says like it can grow pretty big before you need to transplant it. So let's actually pull this up a little bit. There we go. So I got a big cup here. Yeah, I really like my, let's see, it was what, blue raspberry slushy. I really like those a lot. So I got a bunch of those cups, and I figured why not keep them, because they're really big. They'd be good to start plants in. So I'm just basically putting it as tall as I can get it, right up to the end here. So you can kind of see it a little bit. Yeah, you can see just that little thing sticking out, just barely. The roots aren't very big on the rhubarb, so they basically kind of just go right to the surface, at least as of right now. Hopefully once they get going and grow a little bit, their roots get longer. But the ones that had already shed their casing, they do not have long roots. So that's basically what I'm doing. I'm going to be doing this same thing for the other rhubarbs and the pepper plant. I'm going to be putting them in these big cups, and then putting them under the grow light. And then hopefully I've got a lot more onion seeds, a few more burgundy to go, but a lot of the Walla Walla still to germinate, and then lots of the bell peppers and jalapenos still to hopefully germinate. So there we go. That's the process of once you germinate your seeds, if you do it in a container or a baggie method, and then getting it into your potting soil. So I hope it helped. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe. Big year this year. Lots of fun stuff going to be happening this year on the channel. So if you're interested, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time. Keep the imagination rolling. Thank you. Bye-bye.